Hello and welcome to my today's video, in which I'm going to share with you my impression about the performance of Stray Kids at Mama Awards. I loved it so much. It was this, classic Mama Awards performance with everything happening on stage at the same time. And yeah, that was really cool. I loved it. There was this thing that I loved especially about this Mama Awards performance of Stray Kids is that Stray Kids made sure that every single person understands that Mama came to them crawling on their knees, asking them to perform. I don't know why this feeling is so strong in me, but I have this feeling that, every person in the audience, every person who watched the video of the performance, every dog that was walking by the stage was to understand that Mama Awards were crawling on their knees, asking for Stray Kids to come and perform. That's just a feeling that I get. And, especially the beginning of the performance, when the kids are all that, nonchalant kind of walking, singing, I give life to my words, I am doing what I say. This kind of vibe. That was this point that we are bigger than this award. It's not like we didn't come here to perform because we needed to. We came here to perform because they were begging us. And we are much bigger than all this. And that's the mindset that I think every group should have. Of course, if it corresponds with the reality. On the other hand, there was a certain sense of performativeness to this. Even though it's probably true that Mama wanted Stray Kids, not Stray Kids wanted to come to Mama, because I know that Stray Kids were not there a few years before that. And I know that I deliberately didn't get to know what exactly was the issue with the Mama and Stray Kids. So I don't know the root of this. If you want to, you can tell me in the comments. I didn't want to get into it, honestly. But I know that there was something that Stray Kids didn't come to Mama Awards for a couple of years before this year. And the feeling this time was that it's not Stray Kids who asked to come. But yeah, anyways, I also wanted to say that I love how Stray Kids, I'm not sure if they are the first group who started to do it, but they started to make this festival versions of their songs, which I feel like is a very cool idea, because every time I listened to, when I watched, for example, was it Coachella that they performed at? I think it was Coachella. When they performed at Coachella with the festival versions of their songs, and when they performed the ceremony festival version at Mama Awards, it's so much energy. It's such a cool feeling, and I feel like even the version itself, it turns them on even more. It gives them even more energy, and it expresses even more energy into the audience as well. And also, I wanted to admit, for some reason, I don't know why, but I kept on looking at Daesang. Daesang might be my favorite in Stray Kids. At least he was probably the first person that I actually paid attention to in this group, back when I just started to get to know them. And Daesang has this vibe of, a trickster, like some kind of a joker, something like this. And at this performance, it was even more obvious for me for some reason. He kind of appears and then disappears, appears and disappears, and he does everything very, he performs really well, but at the same time he does everything very honestly and very cleanly, purely. I don't know how to explain it. I hope you understand what you are talking about. But I really loved watching Daesang in this performance, particularly Daesang in this performance. Even though the whole team, they worked as a team, they felt like a team, and generally the performance was really, really great for me personally. The only thing that kind of made the feeling from the performance kind of bitter was that Lino got injured, and it was really painful to watch him, actually. Like it was obvious that he is in pain, and I hope he gets well soon, but also I can kind of hope. Minho lately he has been very. I really loved his vibe lately. He was very, kind of playful. He was kind of. He looked so good. Still probably looks so good. He had, like, he was shining. I don't know how to explain it. He was glowing. He was so cool. So I really hope that this injury doesn't influence him on this level. I hope it's just a physical injury and that's it. I hope it doesn't influence his vibe, and I hope he will find a way, like people around him will find a way to help him, sustain it, protect it. It's just an injury. It happens. I hope there is nothing serious. I haven't seen any announcement about it. I hope it's not something too bad. But I really hope that it's not going to influence him on the level of energy, on the level of vibe. But generally, the performance was really cool. I deliberately making this video because I wanted to express this sense of this feeling that I got that, Stray Kids made sure that everybody understands that they are not the ones who wanted to perform. That mama wanted them to perform so bad. And I wanted to see if you guys also noticed it, because, I want to make sure that I'm not seeing things or something. Generally, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.